Hi. They don't teach you this in The Secret. The thing that they don't teach you in The Secret is that wanting is a double-edged sword. Now, I'm not trying to teach you how to be a Buddhist and never want anything anymore, because the very fact that we live in this physical 3D reality means that whoever created it wants us to experience this physical 3D reality. But what I'm trying to get at is that wanting is a double-edged sword. You see, when you want something, you want it because you do not have it. And so the very act of wanting comes with the energy of lack attached to it. It has this little bit of desire, this yearning, this motivation of wanting. But at the tail end of it, it is held by lack. It is created from lack. The very act of wanting anything is created from lack. So wanting is a double-edged sword. So what is the real way of bringing things into your life? What is the real way of creating the reality you want without this double-edged sword of wanting? You see, we're always going to want something, but you have to remember that want comes in the creation of lack. And so in this creation of lack, you are wanting, because you wouldn't want something without lacking it first. If it is already in your life, how could you want it? And so the real way is called the act of settling. And that doesn't mean settling for this life, whatever life you're living, forever. This act of settling means coming back, looking around at everything you have, using gratitude, and being happy for everything that you have in your life right now. And you start with that. And when you start with being happy and grateful for what you have, you feel happy. And when you feel happy, and when you feel satisfied, and when you feel whole, that is when you start to manifest what it is that you want. So people get this backwards. People start with wanting. We all do. We all want something. And the more you want something, the more lack is attached to it. So the higher the emotion of want, the higher the emotion of lack. It's just in the very essence of wanting something. Does that mean that a desire of wanting will not bring your manifestation? Wanting will bring your manifestation. But if it is attached with lack, if it's attached with a lot of lack, then it's going to take longer. You see, manifestation happens instantly once you can convince your subconscious mind of its reality, of its belief that it is here now. So once you have done this act of settling, which means, like I said before this, gratitude for everything that you have in your life now, then you proceed to a gentle wanting, but at the same time, fully satisfied in your life now. You must feel whole before you receive your blessing. Your blessing will not come when you are empty. You must feel full and whole. But you cannot feel full and whole from this act of lack that has generated this desire for you. You must feel full. You must feel whole. And then your desire comes to you. So let's recap, okay? Wanting is a double-edged sword. Anytime that you want something, it is born out of lack. And the real way to bring anything into your life is the act of settling. Being happy for whatever it is that you have in your life right now. Feeling satisfied that this universe, God, Creator, Source, has given you everything that you have right now. And then you use the power of gentle wanting, but fully satisfied with the life that you have now. And the last step, the most important step of them all, is pretending that it's in your life now without looking for it. And this, my friend, is the hard part, but it is only the hard part if you are not satisfied with the life that you have now. So when you are satisfied with the life that you have now, you are not looking for any outside validation to make you feel happy, because we only create what it is that we want, or we only want to manifest what it is that we want, rather, because we believe that it'll make us happy. But if you are already happy now, the likelihood of you looking for this desire in your outside world is very low. But if you go from the classic visualize what you want and it'll manifest, like they teach in The Secret, or etc., then you are going to try to force this desire to show up in your life right now. And when you do that, you just keep throwing lack salt all over it, and you're going to over-season it with lack. But if you enjoy your life now through the act of settling, and you pretend that it's there now, you are not going to look for it, my friend, because you feel so happy that you don't actually need it to physically be there, because you are already happy. And this is why so many people fail at this whole manifestation thing, because the very act of wanting is a double-edged sword, and they do not like where they're at in their life now. And when you don't like where you're at in your life now with your finances or your health or your relationships, you're going to attach more lack to this want, to this desire, to your manifestation. And it's going to take longer. But if you can be satisfied and grateful for the life that you have right now, that is when your life will begin to manifest. Now, a few examples of this. And I like to use the lottery because the supposed odds are insane, right? Cynthia Stafford. We all know her, right? The woman who won $112 million in the Mega Millions with her thoughts alone. Every day, she would use gratitude, even though her life around her wasn't that great. And this gratitude is what brought her desire to her. Let's look at Shane Misler, who won $400+ million. If you look at his old posts, he would get out of bed every day and say thank you before his feet touched the ground. He would give gratitude and thanks. So what is the common denominator between both of these people? Is that they had big desires. Yeah, we all have big desires. We all want, hundreds of millions of dollars so we don't have to work again. We all want that. But what these two people had is these two people had the appreciation and the love for the life that they are living in that moment. They loved their life before their desire came to them. And so we must follow this formula if we wish to manifest what it is that we want. We must follow their formula of gentle wanting, but being 100% satisfied and in love with our own life. And that, my friend, is when it will show up. So comment down below what you think. Spread this message to someone who you think needs to hear this. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.